Evening, all. Good evening. I'm fed up of saying bonsoir. I've watched some of these back, and that's how I open every single Facebook Live. So I've stopped it today. We're live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We're across all three. We'll wait for you to come in because that's the obligatory rule for these. You have to say that at the start of a live. That's what everyone says. It's across the board. Let's wait for you all to come in. We are early as well. I'm a minute early. Oh, I didn't press go live on Instagram. We are now live on Instagram as well. So I can see people coming on Instagram and the Facebooks and the YouTubers. I've not had the obligatory email from YouTube. Yes, we're live on YouTube. Oh, here you all come. I knew you'd be there. You never let me down. You never let me down. Tim, TJ 1405 has joined on Instagram. TFS07 has joined on Instagram as well. There's some of you coming in on Facebook. Drop me a comment. Obviously, I can't see your names. I can if I do this though. I can't see who's joining. You see on this piece of software that I have. Oh, that's the sound of my own voice. It's annoying, isn't it? Can I rest you there? Sasha's in. Oh, Sasha's one of them. Linda Stevens is in as well. Drop a comment in so I know you're all there. Oh, David Kirk's in, the legend that is, the Hachanda favourite, David Kirk's. How are you, bud? I've still got your wooden chair and hammock in the garden for Snowy. Leslie's in. How are you, Leslie? Are you good? Are you well? We are live on everything. Tom Waldron's watching, my old friend on Instagram. He's come across. Linda Stevens is watching as well. Sasha Fancy tonight. Sasha's watching. She's just popped up. It's our Sash tonight. Oh, here you come. Barbara's in. Good evening, Barbara. Hope you're well. I hope you're all good. Yeah, so we've got Sash. We've got tickets. And now I don't know whether to give away tickets tonight or roll it over for a we've got a big thing to talk about tonight. Whether we pull back on these little chats, I'm unsure. Whether to do 2 a week or do we just do the Thursday live? I'm slightly unsure at the moment. Linda, hi Adam, hope you well. I'm good, thank you. I've been busy, interviews and stuff, which I think went well. They mentioned this, so I know they're watching. Evening, Tom. I hope you're all right. Tom, we need to catch up at some point as well when I'm back. Good evening, Anne. Evening, Carol. How are you? Sue's watching as well. You're all that. This is what we like. Am I still? Oh no, we're 2 minutes over now. 2 minutes over. Let's roll some of the titles then, and then we'll get her on for a good old chinwag and chat. Remember, if you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, I can see all your comments. Drop me a comment. Drop me a line, and we can say hello. Nikki, good evening. Evening, watching and enjoying dinner. Before I roll the titles, I tried something new for dinner tonight. Now I'm semi-retired. I've got a bit of time to play with. Okay, so I tried something new for dinner. So, flour. Don't tell me measurements because I guessed it all. Flour in a bowl with Greek yogurt. Mixed it up so it made a dough. Let it rest for half an hour. Cut it into 4. Flattened it out. Made such a mess. We won't be making them again. Filled them with cheese. Closed them up. Dry fry. Oh! Phenomenal. Another, I don't know. We'll go into something else. I made another. I'm going to tell you now while you're all still coming in. Another concoction I made as well this week was ham. So you get a baking dish. Oh, look at me! I'm like Fanny Craddock. You get a baking dish. With the little cupcake ones that are there. So you get one of those and you fill it with ham. So you just push ham into the little cupcake holes. So push ham in. So it makes like a little ham cupcake. Fill with cheese at the bottom. Crack an egg in the oven for 17 minutes on 180. Oh, they are to die for. They really, really are. Why can I? Oh, that's why I can still hear Sash. I've got a switched on, and I didn't realise I had a switched on. Lovely. Takeaway curry for Nikki tonight. You've all coming in now. We will roll the titles. Good evening, Valerie. Good evening, Nikki. Good evening, Sue. Good evening, Paula. Hi, Adam. I hope and everyone. Hope you're all well and having a lovely weekend. It's been nice weather here. I've been in the garden today. Got my short sleeves on. They're not pajamas because I did think they looked like pajamas. but they're not. Good evening, Adam. Good evening, June. I hope you're well. Right, and let's roll these titles because it took me ages to make them, and I like to use them. And then we'll get the lady on herself, and we'll have a good old chinwag and a chat, and we'll catch up because I've not spoke to her for months. Genuinely, for months. Here we go. It's time for another episode of All Round Mine with me, Adam, with over 15 years. Oh, well, there we go. That I finished that. I pressed the wrong button and now we're all here. There you go. 15 years of the world of television. I don't know if it's still... Oh, no, there we are. We're all back. It's Sasha Fancy, everyone. How are you, Sash?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm all right. Uncomfortably in this chair, but I'm all right. I wiggle a lot.
Every so often, because I've moved which we'll talk about in a bit, but I've moved my studio back downstairs, and every so often my chair slides like this. I think I've got a bit of subsidence or something going on in the conservatory. So, you need a couple
of wedges.
Is that what I need?
Okay. Yeah, when you put your cars on tires and things on bricks. just sort of build yourself up. Jean says, fancy seeing you, Sasha. I'm guessing she watched you live earlier.
She did watch my live, bless her.
Right, this is genuinely, for everyone watching and catching up on this one, the first time I've really caught up with Sash since all the hoo-ha. So we spoke during the hoo-ha, which was about 16 weeks ago now, 5 months ago, I think. That's why I've now semi-retired. And we were speaking through that because that's the only way we were getting our information. We were only getting information from Company's House and what we were hearing through other suppliers. And from that's how we were getting our information. So it's the same question I ask anyone that's sort of new to this, that like I've chatted to, and if you come back again, we don't cover it again, as it were. First of all, how are you after the 5 months? And second of all, how did it affect you?
How am I? Let's talk about the how it affected me first, and then we'll go on.
Yeah, that's fine. No, not a problem. Let's do it.
Obviously, one of the things that I'm very open about, and people love my platform, is I'm bipolar. I'm very open. I'm very honest about my mental health. And I'm not going to say it wasn't it wasn't the best time, put it that way. It was heartbreaking. We had some very difficult conversations. You were a bit of a rock at times, and I was a bit of a rock at times for you. And it was hard because you believe so much in the people that you work with, and you believe so much in that setup that you think it's going to be saved. You think it's going to be saved. And then you go out on your social media, your platforms, and you're saying, look, it's all going to be fine. It's all going to be, because that's what we were being told. It was all going to be fine. Mm-hmm. And I think just after the year that I'd had, with the ankle, my marriage breakup, everything, it was just, and it probably took me until January, really, to sort of pick myself up each day. And actually, I didn't sew. I did not sew. I could not bear to go in my studio space. I kept the lives going on a Sunday evening. I didn't sew, couldn't do it. And then it is a case of now, as you know, you have no work. There's nothing sort of out there. People are not wanting you. And that's really, really hard. It is really, really hard. And it's not been great. So where am I now? Studios moved back downstairs. So I am back in the big conservatory and what was dining room. Website has been set up. It's good days, bad days. Good days, bad days. And I'm not going to say it's over with, because it's not. Everyone knows, 12 grand to be owed. how do you come back from that as an independent person?
And will you be able to get that back? We are going to move on, for the people that are watching. We are going to move on to lighter stuff later.
I don't
But
want it to be about this all evening.
no, it won't be. But will you be able to get that back?
No. So we were told, we got letters from the administrators saying that we could get anything between 2 and 10 pence out of every pound. And then we've since had letters back at Christmas that said, no, you're too far down the list. Not going to get anything back.
Gee whiz.
Nothing. And you've got to suck it up, haven't you? You've got to suck it up. And it makes you very scared of the future. It makes you very scared of the fact that I trusted in these people. And you know what I'm like, Adam. I'm a trusting person. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and it's been hard. It's been, 2024 was possibly one of the hardest years ever. And I know I've got good things coming. There's things happening. As I say, the website's up and going. I'm hoping to get a date on Sowen Street. It's just very, very difficult at the moment.
Do you think, and once again, I've chatted to a few people about this now, do you think the market has changed since? Because there's a lot more, and I know we all do these, and everyone's moved to sort of platforms now. Everyone's going to platform, whether it's with Spree or everyone's got to earn an income, and I understand that.
Yeah.
Do you think this is the way it's going online, or do you think there is still a place, and I'm hoping there is still a place for shopping TV, but do you think there's still a place for shopping TV?
Right. If you'd have asked me back in October, November, even December, I'd have said shopping telly is, we all said it for a couple of years now. We've said, it's difficult times out there. Shopping telly after COVID was never going to reach that high, because through COVID, I mean, we were on all the time. It was, we did some of the most poignant shows together, not just COVID, but when Her Majesty died, we did that.
Oh, yeah.
And we completely changed up the style of everything we did. We did some really poignant moments. And I was thinking, maybe it is the end. Maybe you have got to start looking to these social platforms and different things. Until the last 2 or 3 months, when I've been to shows, I've met up with people, and they're all saying the same thing. They're missing it. They're missing the television shows. Yes, they can get certain people on at certain times. Probably YouTube is the most accessible on a television.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't like Facebook. They don't like Instagram. They don't want these things. And they are missing that television aspect, that you can come home, you can put the television on, there's somebody on television. And obviously, like I was talking on my live earlier with the news about Ideal World, that they're going to be doing a day a month takeover. It's a good thing, it is a good thing. And I was thinking that maybe it was the end, but actually I've never wanted for it to be the end of shopping television. And I think that the flag is still flying, and there is nothing like that feeling when you go countdown to go live and you fall off the counter, or I trip over something, or I'm against, or whatever, there is nothing quite like live television. And the fact that we bring so much joy to people at home, I don't think it will finish.
It is true, and I don't know what it is about it that I'm not giving up on it yet. And there's, as I say, there's not that many shopping channels out there these days, and we're still in talks. And these talks have been, and we were chatting just before we came live. These talks have been going on for a while, but I went for auditions. I don't know. I'm guessing I'm allowed to say I went for an audition for Jewelry Maker, and there was nothing like that feeling. FYI, I didn't get it, by the way. Just in case people are thinking I'm letting on, I didn't get it. There is nothing like that feeling of putting an earpiece in, and someone counting down, and you looking into a camera and starting to talk.
There isn't.
It's a weird feeling.
And do you know, I have done some promo work. I've been doing some videoing and things. I hate recording. Put me in front of a live television camera, count me down, and I've just got to go for it. And that is when my eyes light up. I absolutely love it. And there's nothing vain about it. There's nothing,
No.
you know, there is nothing like live television. I mean, we've said some absolute clangers on there. Do you know what I mean? We've had some brilliant
Raspberry. Always one sticks with me. Raspberry.
But there is nothing like live television. And, you know, this is great. And we've been able to keep in contact because we're all at different parts of the country. And we've been able to keep in contact. But there is nothing like live television. And I love it. I love it.
It is true. Paula says he's ruined so many, like him being, let's call him Mr. Create and Craft, has ruined so many lives. My heart breaks for you all. It makes me feel sick to the stomach. And the thought that you could have set up a new business and done it all over again. It's true. We were all under so... good evening, Claire. We were all under so many strict, because we were all still under contracts and things like that, so we couldn't do it. Let's move on to lighter things, though. By the way, if anyone's got any questions, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, I'm on them all. I can see them all. Drop your questions in and we'll throw them in. Last time we speak, you didn't have a website. We were still in talks about websites and how to do websites, and we were sort of both thinking about it at the same time. You didn't have a website. So let's bring your website up. Here is your website. If anyone wants to go and look at Sasha's website, all the W's, sashasews.com. I still think it should be sashasews123.com. Just to keep with the branding.
Just to keep with the brand. I've had an absolute nightmare trying to change my name on Facebook because I cannot change my name back to Fancy because it is a sexual, derogatory, rude name.
Oh.
It's my name. I've even sent them ID to prove that is my name. You know, I'm not doing...
Oh. So what do you want? Yeah. So are you just going to be Sasha Sews 123 on Facebook for life?
I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know. But anyway, yes. So website.
Talk me about website. What is it? What's on it? How can I use it? What do I need to do? What are you doing on it?
So obviously we all know that I am an absolute technophobe. I hate it, can't do it, haven't got the money behind me to have people set up. You know, I took this massive hit from Create and Craft, and I'm still fighting it. You know, we're looking at all sorts of options at the moment. One even be selling my house, but there we go. So website, I had two very, very good friends, never done a website before, put a website together. It's got fabrics on there, it's got the rulers, it's got all of the panels, it's got information about how you can get hold of me to book me for classes or workshops or talks or anything like that. And yeah, it's very much a work in progress, and I'm adding stuff as I go. But what I will say is things are picking up, as in, you know, with me working wise. I'm still very slow at doing some stuff like putting stuff on the website because I'm very good if I've got a body doubler. Have you ever heard of a body doubler?
No, is that someone that looks like you that does work for you?
So
would Janice Morgan be my body doubler? Because we used to get mixed up a lot.
So because of my bipolar ADHD, I really struggle to get certain things done. And you know what it's like for me. It's easy for me just to stay in bed and stay in that safe space.
Very true.
So for me to be doing anything as a big job like the conservatory, moving everything again, I have certain friends, certain people come round, and they basically sit there eating my food and the food that I'm now not eating my food, drinking my coffee. And I'm just chatting to them and I can get everything done. Honestly, body doubling, brilliant. And I can just get everything done because I've got somebody here and I'm having to be accountable for it. So I'm sorting this, doing this, and I still have days where I shut down. I struggle, and people are brilliant. People understand. So it might take a bit longer to send stuff out because I'm struggling. People understand. As long as you're honest with them, people understand. But yeah, so the Sasha So photographs, there's a lot more to go on there. There's a lot more items to go on there, but we're getting there.
That's good.
Mm.
Mr. Dan Bancroft is watching on Instagram now as well.
Hello.
Hi. The big thing for me, the website is amazing, though it really, really is, and there's as you say, there is loads on the website for you to do. But it's not only the website that you do. You've been doing them longer than I've done them. You invited me onto yours. Are your weekly lives, but not sometimes they're poignant, which they can be. Sometimes because you are very honest.
On the floor, sat in the floor on the downstairs, my personal sewing room, absolutely having a meltdown. You quite like that one, didn't you?
I did like that one. It's quite weird. But sometimes you're a lot more honest than I am, which I wish I could be. I wish I could be honest, but I just feel like I can't be. Not only do that though, but you also sell on it. I watched one last week.
Oh, I know. Mental.
Where you were selling the big boxes and the new boxes and things like that. So your weekly lives are also...
It can be anything. Honestly, my Sunday night lives, 6 p.m. On a Sunday, has kept me going. We get thousands of views and it is amazing. Now, it could be... I never ever plan what I am going to do on my life, because if I wake up on a Sunday and I'm having a bad day... Sorry, that was my dinner. I do apologise. It goes out the window. So last week, nothing bad about it. I've had to get rid of a load of stash because I need cash. I need money. Jane, Sasha's sale shows are fabulous. And we literally do it. Let's just get rid of it. And let's just clear it out. So yeah, the lives are good. The lives are really, really good. And yeah, I think I've been doing them now since COVID time. But I'm across platforms. So obviously Facebook, Sasha Sews 123, Instagram.
I've got it here. Love Sasha's Lives on a Sunday. There it is. Look, Sasha Sews 123.
And it can be very, like you say, poignant. It can be very... I'm proud, okay? I'm proud of who I am. I will not hide the fact that I have mental health issues. And I think if I can fly the flag a little bit and, everyone laughs and knows that I probably shop with dopamine. I don't shop with budget, as my therapist would tell me. There are highs and there are lows. And I am not going to be fake to anybody. I am not going to be fake to anybody that's on my lives. And because if one of them is struggling and I can just help one of them, then my job's done. But as I say, sometimes we might do a bit of sewing. Other times we might do a sale. Other times we just have a chat and a catch up. We introduced the Baba.
The little Baba.
So yes, that's the biggest news. I am now a nonna, and I was never going to be Nan, was I? I was always going to be something. And he has absolutely brought such joy. Adley.
Oh, little baby Adley, so cute. You showed me photos just before we went live. So cute. Did he still smell of a baby? That's the big question.
And I could eat him. Are you allowed to eat babies?
I think so. Just do it.
The fat rolls.
Oh, yes. I'm with you all the way. Sasha Sews 123 is every Sunday. I've just changed the strap at the bottom. Every Sunday at 6 p.m. That's where you're finding across the platforms. It's on all of them. Sasha Sews 123, and then also you have the website as well, sashasews.com. It should be sashasews123.com. Just saying. Stick with the brand. Go with the brand and run with it. Trust me. Let's move on to. I have questions as well. Look, I have come prepared for this interview. I'm like Parkinson of Facebook. What is? I can't get comfy in this chair. I need new office chairs. What I need a GoFundMe page for a new office chair. With just my mortgage. Keep your comments coming in as well. There's loads of people watching tonight.
I know, there is.
Jane says, Adam, are you going to give us a song? Just sing your microphone. No, this just makes me sound professional. That's all. Once upon a time, I used to have one of these. I can show you what it was. Oh, look, my little Hachanda mug. My good morning, Hachanda mug.
Oh, good morning.
I used to have this, and I used to hide it behind a big professional microphone. So I just bought one because I do everything. I know it's the smoke and mirrors of TV. But now I just have a proper one that it lights up, but it gets very annoying. But we can. Yeah, I can do that. But it's just
colour.
It's just a bit bright. What were your highlights about working on television? What's that one moment when someone says, you used to work on telly? What was the highlight for you?
The launch of my ruler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, all about me, but
no, it's good.
The launch of my ruler and it selling out in 12 minutes, and me crying on screen, because it had taken me so long to get to that point. And I think that was the most heartbreaking thing when you're somewhere for 6 years, like I was, and to get to that point where you've got your branding on your rulers and people believe in you and people are buying. I haven't finished my story yet. You know, I mean, we did I've done the purse panel, which is Sasha So's purse panel, and that was obviously meant to go on Creating Craft when everything went wrong. And I then went on to do, you know, the OG ruler, as we called it, the original, and then we went on to do the box bottom ruler, and then we went to do the seam gauge ruler, and again they just kept selling out time after time after time, and I'm still asked for them all the time. Now I do have a few, okay, but I'm not in a position at the moment to be able to order and pay for more. It's a very difficult situation. So if you have got Sasha So's rulers, that might be it for them. I don't know. I don't know. This is the thing. I don't know. You must know this, Adam. It's everything at the moment is, and I don't know. You know, everything.
Oh, massively.
Yeah, and I cannot sort of plan for anything. You know, every single penny, as you know, every single little thing is, yeah, and it's really, really hard. And I know that my story's not finished with Softcraft. I know it's not. Oh my goodness, if I could have a Richard Branson behind me or somebody like that would give me a bit of an investment or push. I suppose maybe a shop, go back to a shop, and have my own shop. This is the thing, I don't know. But going back to the whole Creating Craft thing, I suppose the rulers was the biggest. Getting through COVID on there, because that was hard, but it was so rewarding. I don't know, that there's just too many things that I can mention. Too many things.
Because we did have many people think everything we did on air, and I'm hoping the people that are watching understand that everything we do, nothing is rehearsed, nothing is what you see is genuinely what you get. Like, yeah, we all have
me and you, yeah.
Yeah, what you saw on air is what you got. We left all the troubles at the door.
Yeah.
As soon as we were told we're going live, we enjoyed it. Like, it doesn't matter what we were going through at the time, and we've both been through the mill, as it were.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've been a bit more public about yours. I eventually came out and said I'd had a divorce, this, that, and the other, but you wouldn't have noticed on air. I never took anything on air with me.
You would not have known, and this is the thing with both of us. You go live, that's it. That is all left there, and people say, we'd never know. We'd never know that you're doing, you're struggling so much, or well, that's good, because I'm
That's what you
coming
want.
to you to bring you friendship, joy, information, whatever you want it to be. I am bringing that to you in your home. You don't want to see me looking like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards, and you want to think yourself lucky. I've washed my hair and had a bath and everything today just to be on air. Although, do you want to laugh? Do you want to laugh?
Go on.
So I have my nice dress on, yeah? Although I do have my Bugs Bunny and Tweety Pie pyjama bottoms on.
Well, I can top you on these for the sheer fact you only ever see this bit, which is a nice shirt. Underneath, I got my PJs on. Like, you only ever see. And luckily, I have a long enough cable that runs all, because I wear in ears so I can hear, that runs all the way down my back and into my extender cable. So you don't even have to see.
I know.
I've got my slippers on, and just over there, I whip this off once this is done, put my snooty back on, and I go downstairs. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, I'm exactly the same. This is the thing you say.
And Tweety, I mean, look at them matching with the leopard print. I mean, that's
oh, look, I've unplugged you now.
Yeah, don't unplug me.
But that's the thing, and that's what we always, and I think we always prided ourselves on, that we never took anything on air with us, and we did have a fun, we did have laugh, and yeah, we got told off a fair few times about it, because some of them were just jobs worth, and I can say that now, some of them just liked their position that they were in.
Oh God!
And so they'd knock us down.
The comments we used to get, people loved our shows together. We would bring such fabulous times, and we know, because we'd get hundreds of comments, hundreds of messages from people saying how much they loved us working together. But you were always going to have somebody that was going to moan and complain, and we'd always be in trouble over something.
Oh, we always would, 9 times out of 10 with other presenters as well. You've got on this. Once again, loads of comments that I can't get. I'm trying to get through them all and fit in the questions at the same time. Sasha, there is a light at the end of every tunnel, my dear. You have passed the struggles, that's for sure, and you have a passion and a strong voice to speak about it. To the fact that you are talking about it now gives you kudos. There you go. You see, the people are out there. The people are out there. I'm in my pajamas too. My favourite clothes, says Paula. I've been in mine for about 5 months. I'm not going to lie. I only get dressed these days for an interview and wear a suit and come back home and put my pajamas on. That's brilliant. I keep thinking about the shop again. What shop? But I'm not sure. It's a very hard decision financially now. Do you know, Debbie?
Yes, I think so,
but that I thought of being able to meet. Oh, she wants to. Debbie wants to open a shop again as well. But the thought about meeting my customers and loving it again is very appealing. It's true. We are both people persons. We are both. We like. This is why I love these.
We like selling. We like. We both have this passion for what we do, whether it be craft or whatever. We are both very good at selling. And we know, even though we can't, when we're on live TV, we haven't got all those comments like we do now. We know that you're laughing at home at us. I mean, that one of the last shows I did with you when you fell off the counter, that was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious when you tried to cover it up. We know we're good at what we do. We know that. We are people. And I think people persons, but I think that's been the hardest thing. I don't know about you. Have you found it lonely?
Yeah, massively.
Yeah.
Because and I've said it a fair few times now. You really find out who your friends are during these times. And I know everyone says, "Oh, we're it's like being in one big family." And at the time, it was, because we saw those people more than we saw our own families. We were there for 12 hours a day. You spend a lot of time with them, and you do think actually that we all look out for each other.
Yeah.
But on the other side of that, and I'll say it as it is, and I've always told you straight, that you genuinely find out who. And I know phones work two ways. I know I can pick up a phone and they can pick up a phone, and I know that. I understand that. But why? Like when you spoke to these people every single day,
and then nothing. Yeah.
there is a handful. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 people I speak to now. Not every day. I speak to Ed every day.
Yeah.
Who was our director, who I do Avon Radio with. I speak to him most days. Me and Ed have stayed in close contact. Emily, who was a floor manager in Nipper, who I used to work with at Ideal World. And sort of Charlotte and Emily, who are my boss and the boss backstage, we text every now and then because we were all sort of looking for the same job at the same time. That is it.
Yeah, it is. It's very, and I think that's why another reason why I think with mental health, and you don't want to feel a burden on people. And yes, phones do work 2 ways, but also it's a very lonely time, and when those lonely times hit, you don't want to bother people. I am probably the world's best pusher away. I push people away. I'm very, very. I'm just flashing me bugs and me Tweety. I'm very good at that, to try and protect myself.
I don't know if we're allowed to say. I don't know if we're allowed to say I'm flashing my Tweety.
I don't know. I'm flashing my Tweety, didn't I?
Yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to say. I don't know if this is going to be taken off one of the platforms. One of the platforms. Yeah, you have. Massively. Remember that day? Lunge. I'm all caught up now in cables. Yeah, you can't say lunge on TV.
No, and I didn't. Just not.
No, you didn't. I know exactly what you mean, though, and we've spoke a lot, and we've cried on the phone together, and I've told you stuff on the phone that not many people will ever know about me unless I write a book. Yeah. They were genuinely dark times, and I don't even know where I was going with this. But yeah, phones do work both ways, but I'm very good at dishing out. I can listen and dish out advice, but I don't listen to my own advice.
No.
So when I used to phone you, I used to tell you, I used to say all sorts, and we'd get through it together.
All the right things. Yeah, that's it.
And I can tell you that, and that's what you want to hear.
Yeah.
But then at the time when I'm going through it, I was like you. People are always saying, "Oh, I'm always here for you. You can always pick up the phone." I don't want to worry you about my woes.
No, and
you've got your own woes to worry about.
Exactly me. You don't want to worry people about this stuff, and you think you can't see that darkness lifting. See, Bev has put, Sasha, you are a very strong but private person. There are certain things that I go through that I am very private about, but I think I almost have to give that validation, that acceptance for things that I do because of my bipolar. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. It's not a reason at all. But yeah.
No, it is true, and it's one of those things, and that's one reason why I wanted to start these up. This wasn't to promote me. I could, and I've said this, and I feel like a broken record when I do these, but I don't get paid for this. I get nothing. I do get something from this, and what I get is the gratitude of speaking to people about small businesses. That's what I get about this, to promote others. And that's what I've done for the last 5 years when I was presenting. I was always there, and it was always my mindset to when any customer or person got down, I was like, at the end of the day, I always get paid. I always got my salary until the last one. I will always get my fixed wage, whatever I do, whether we earn money or not. I'm here for you, and I'm always here to earn you money. And I always said that. And the best one was when, God bless her heart, our Leslie from Chocolate Barack, and I used to tell her on a weekly basis, I was like, I am here to make you money. I get paid either way. I'm here for you. And that's what I always stuck by. And that's why sometimes I got into trouble, because the company were just money. They just wanted money. Yeah, gimme. And they were like, actually, these are people's lives. I want more stock. I want more of this. Well, you know what? Just back off. Yeah. Let them sell what they've got, and you'll make your own money off the back of that.
Yeah,
that's what I enjoy about these, and that's why the interaction, whether there's 2 or there's 122 people watching these, it's the interaction, and people watch them back. But it's for small businesses like yourself, as you just said. You do not know if you'll be able to get those rulers in again because of funding.
I don't know how serious it is. you know, and that heartbreaks me because I know how much people believed in me and believed in my rulers. And, you know, it's very, very difficult because the rulers came from a place which helped me. And the fact that maybe that they're not going to be around much longer, I don't know. It's trying times.
It is. Bet says you have a good heart, Adam. And it's nothing about that. I'm
Oh, you
I'm
do.
a yes.
You're best.
I'm a yes boy, is what I am, and I always have been. I try and make everyone happy, and then all of a sudden it comes crashing down, and then I cave in on myself, and then I'm like, oh, what
We
should I do
both
now?
did.
And
You know, if you
we
go
really
back
did.
to, you know, I did that live from Fleet Services.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh yes. The one we all told you not to do.
yeah, the one everybody said not to do, and I felt responsible. You know, I felt responsible. I felt responsible of what was going on, and I was telling people it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. We are going to be fine. And deep down, I think that's the only thing that I had to hold on to. And Ed said, everybody told me not to do that live. And I just felt that I needed to give people a little bit of hope. And the fact that I was supporting and standing by Creating Craft. And I had two messages. I had two messages from people that were absolutely vile, but that was it. Out of 2,500 views, I think it was at that point that video had got, that live had got, I had two messages telling me that I was vile.
I wasn't going to go down this route, but let's go down this route. My questions have now sort of gone out they've gone out the window. We've proper gone off on a tangent, and I've not spoken about any about this, but I think we can sort of touch this subject now. And I'm going to try and keep this under an hour because I know you don't watch after an hour. What do you do with the haters? Because let's be fair, the keyboard warriors are out there.
Oh God!
And
yeah.
I've had them in force in the past, and I'm quite bad at. I used to take them on air, so that's why I was never told anything.
Yeah.
No one anything in that building would tell me anything for the sheer fact that they knew if I knew someone had picked on me or someone had said something bad about me, I would then go on air and either act childish and he talks too much, so I wouldn't talk. And then we get messages in going, is Adam all right? How is he? What's he up to? How do you handle the haters? Because they are, let's be fair, vile. Some of them.
They can. I mean, you've heard some of the ones that I've had. I think the most poignant one, I was wearing a pair of cut-off jeans and a bright pink top, right? And this person messaged me to say that pink definitely wasn't my colour. I looked absolutely hideous. And it was such a shame that I couldn't lose weight because I had such a pretty face. But no doubt I was probably a really horrible person, because most people that have got a pretty face and that are fat are horrible people. And I was doing the show with Janice, and I came off of air and I read her this message, and she was just like, oh my God. And then you'd get the ones that go on the dissatisfied customers.
Oh.
You know, and they still do it. They still rip people apart. And do you know what? Hands up, I am not everybody's cup of tea, right? You don't have to like me. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to come onto my lives. You don't have to, you know, watch my playback or whatever. You don't have to, right? You choose to. So why then, when you have chosen to watch me, when you know that I am coming onto television, why email? Why message me? Why message me? Is your life that sad and miserable, knowing that I suffer anyway? Why would you want to put those really nasty thoughts into my head? Why would you want me to doubt myself as a person? Why would you want that? Why?
Because that's what they want.
That's exactly what they want. And in the end, I used to get to the stage where, you know, Janice and that used to say, just don't reply to it. Don't And I can remember being on with Nigel at one point, and somebody really attacked Nigel on the page, and I'd happened to be doing the show with him, and it was absolutely vile. It was vile, and I just put, "Why? Thank you for your kind comments."
That's what I used to go back with. Thank you so much. Once they knew, most of the time, once they knew you'd read them, and we would comment back to them. Thank you so much for your advice. It has been taken on board. I used to go back with the same line every single time to these people. But once they knew you read them, they would always back down.
Yeah,
always back.
Comment. And how can you know what makes me laugh is you've got these people that are watching creating craft of all things.
That's the thing.
Trolling,
but they still do.
A crafter trolling.
They still do now, and go on Company's House and find out every little bit about you. It's like, just ask me, I'll tell you. Tell me, ask me.
I've had it in the last couple of weeks where people have been looking into things and being really nasty about certain things. And do you know what? You want to know about my financial situation? It's, to be quite honest, it's not good. But ask me and I'll tell you. You know, you don't need to, you know, somebody messaged me the other day and said, "Oh, will you get off your lives going on about your stupid bipolar? Take yourself off to a cliff top." Do you know what? Then why are you watching it?
Exactly. Keep scrolling.
But do you know what? It's great because you are one of thousands that are watching it. The majority of them absolutely love me, but you're getting my figures up.
It's true.
You're getting my figures up. You're sitting there and watching it. The more messages I get from you, the more my figures go up. You're helping me. So thank you. And that's what I'm,
I'd love to write a book. There's a certain, and I think you know who they are. There's a certain person that I would love.
The trouble when you went on air with me and we started the whole bus trip thing.
Oh, the bus trip. The amount of complaints from management I had about the bus trip was unreal. Because people thought it was real. We were going to go to the Blackpool Imperial Hotel.
But do you know what the sad thing was? If they'd have got behind it, they'd have made an absolute bloody fortune. I
told them we used to have emails after emails about people that wanted to get on this bus trip, but because it was my idea.
Yeah.
No. That building only ever worked if you made it their idea, and then you got somewhere with it. That you've got on this one. Comments. I think we've read this one. This is the things that I don't understand. What's wrong with people's freedom to speak whatever you want? And I'm totally with you. Freedom of speech. Say what you want. Say when you want to. Why not just not watch the people and you want to do, and then stay off the page? Exactly. This is what we're saying. We had another one here.
People are saying, "I'm still waiting. I live in Blackpool. We love the bus trip." That was the thing.
Well, this is the thing.
The bus trip.
People loved it. Bournemouth lady's been back. Debbie's been back on about a shop. It's just, can't really see over this one. It's just little old me. I have a gift shop in Bournemouth High Street, just off the High Street. And it was wonderful until came and literally swapped me out. You're both wonderful. Oh, bless you. We all find a way to make our days better and happy. Business is a tough old world. It is indeed tough old world. Let's go back to some. We're still waiting. I live in Blackpool. Never say never, people. It's just a fact. See, one of the other things is this could be possible. We could go to Blackpool, me and you, bring a load of people with us. It is possible, but it comes down to the fact that you need enough people. It's all right for one or two to say, I'll come. But to make it worthwhile, like you've got to come up from south.
Yeah.
We've all got to stay in hotels overnight. We've got to put kits together. So it's doable.
Yeah.
But it's the sheer...
Doable. Do you know the sad thing? Sorry to interrupt, Adam, but the sad thing is I've had 2 or 3 opportunities which could be absolutely amazing that obviously, you know, I've spoken to you about and things. I haven't got anything in the bank. You know, I haven't got anything there to, you know, I haven't got a month's worth of bills in my bank. You know, I haven't got anything that, and you try making money when you're not in a position to invest in yourself, you know, invest in
I'm
yourself.
there.
Hence why, you know, I'm looking at jobs at Dunelm and, you know, in places like that. And, you know, Morrison's, I didn't even get a job in Morrison's, for God's sake. You know, it's, you know, it's
Iceland turned me down.
Morrison's offered me a job doing nutmeg clothing, and then realised that the job wasn't going to be in Weymouth, it was going to be in Bridport, and so they pulled it. But yeah, it's one of those things, and I get it. Would I have been happy? No, because this is my love. This is my passion. I want to be with fabric. I want to stroke fabric. I want to be, yeah, this is what I love.
Hillary, cracking question. Why on earth would it be an issue talking about an imaginary bus trip? It was fun, especially hearing what people would bring along. It made the shows fun. Hillary, I don't know where these messages are coming from. I think they're from Instagram. I can tell you now, Hillary, because I know they won't be watching. And it's what they told me anyway. So this is why we had to stop it. Apparently, the rumor went. So I never knew about this, and it was one of my ideas. I think I did it one Christmas Eve when we did a Christmas Eve show. I wanted to get around the entire world like Santa Claus, and we marked off in the gallery how many countries we could get around on Christmas Eve, and I did that, and I knew it worked. And a go-to for a presenter. I was meant to be chatting to you, Sasha. I'm now just going off on a little tangent story. I didn't want to be one of those presenters that their go-to was, if they couldn't think of anything, was sending pictures of cats and dogs. That was their go-to all the time. Go-to, sending a picture of your cat and dog and your animal. I couldn't stand it. Hated it. Exactly. So I did the bus trip. We did the bus trip and it flew. The first one we had like 50, 60, 70 emails, and we've never had that many in. I got pulled into a meeting. Genuinely pulled into a meeting on a corridor. Adam, can we have a word? Now, anytime they had muttered those words to me, they knew my heart sank, because I know, oh, here we go. I'm in trouble here. What have I done? So then I'd rack my brain. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? What have I said? What have I done? I'm losing my job. If I lose my job, I lose my house. I don't see more. All this goes through my head between walking literally 100 yards. Everything piles through my head. I'm losing my job. I'm about to go. I'm about to leave. They pulled me to one side and they said, Adam, you need to stop the bus trip. Why do I need to stop the bus trip? And at this point, I become very timid when because their management, they put this power on you. They control your life. They gave me this opportunity and they can take it away just as quick. They can manipulate stories to get rid of you if they want. I was like, why? Dave Bradford did it once, apparently. And he had people turn up at the studio with a suitcase saying, when are we leaving? I was like, really? He was like, yeah, so can you just stop it? I was like, yeah, we'll stop it. So I stopped it for ages, and then I bought it back, and I put the caveat that it was imaginary that's on there. But yeah, some people were just one of those things that if they didn't believe it was their idea, they just didn't go with it. Anyway, back onto we've done Hillary's. I know, totally agree, Hillary. Fabulous. Let's talk about London 2 weeks' time. I've got tickets to give away, but we may have to do this in another day because we're at 53 minutes already. It was going to be. We need a part two. We do need a part two. Are you going to Stitches in London in 2 weeks' time?
Yes, I'm not working, but I am going for the day. Obviously, everybody knows that my journey before television was working for Knit and Stitch and Festival of Quilts. So, yeah, I love those shows. Ali Pali is my favourite.
What's actually there? Because I've never been. On the off chance I emailed them telling them what I do here and saying, look, I do Facebook Lives on Instagram, and they were kind enough to send me 2 sets of tickets. Now we will give these away on Thursday.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah,
we'll do a Thursday live. I don't know if I've got any guests. I know I haven't got any guests. But we'll do it on Thursday, and that's what we'll do Thursday. So if you want tickets, free tickets, I got 2 pairs of tickets. So that's 4 people, but 2 couples. Join me Thursday at 7:30. We'll give them away. That's what the live is going to be. So tell all your friends and things like that. But what's actually there? Is it the White Glove Brigade that threw me out at the NEC?
No, it's
Oh,
not.
that's good.
That always makes me laugh. With the Knit and Stitch show, what I like about it is it's a little bit different to a sewing for pleasure show. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Please don't get at me. Sewing for pleasure is great. Craft show, great. What I like about Knitting and Stitching show is it's stitching, it's knitting, it's felting, it's all of the, you know, when you get like a paper craft show and you get all of the paper crafts under one umbrella, Knitting and Stitching shows are that. They are all the soft crafts under one umbrella. So you can get dressmaking, you can get knitting, crochet, felting, embroidery, all of those wonderful things you can get. So it is a really, really nice show. And plus they have some beautiful exhibitions. They have some really beautiful things. And yeah, it's a really good show. The guys are brilliant as well. Lots of workshops as well.
Well, there you go. See, I'd never know. They've sent me well, they've sent me a link. God bless them. I'll give them all a massive plug on Thursday. They have sent me a discount code for £2 off a ticket.
Yeah, they're brilliant. That would be Sarah, bless her. And
I think it was.
Yeah, be Sarah, and she's amazing. She, you know, I'll be doing the same thing. I'm going to be doing a giveaway on my page as well. And so again, you know, they're great. They're very, very generous with their tickets and things. Yeah, it's a good show.
So if you want to go, tell your friends. Thursday, I'll leave all the other gubbins about how many lives we'll do. We'll discuss all that on Thursday.
Yeah.
Because I am thinking this is too much now for people. Because there's too every time I scroll through Facebook, there's another live. I can't keep up myself.
And this goes back to the television thing. I think, you know, we're all trying to make a living. We're all trying somehow to keep our, you know, to keep our persona, to keep our businesses remembered, to keep in the public stream. And it's really, really hard. And I think this is why, you know, the TV side of thing is so good, because they can just put it on and just have it on. And, you know, whereas I missed a live the other day that I wanted to watch because I completely forgot the time. And then when I did go on, I couldn't find it. And then you were just finishing. And, you know, it can be a bit of a nightmare sometimes. But
there needs to be a central hub.
There does. And people, you know, Secret Sewing Club are trying to do that. I get that. You know, again, I've had lots of messages asking if I'm going to be on the craft store. I would absolutely love to be on the craft store, but at the moment, I can't financially. I can't, and that makes me really sad because
they asked me as well, but I'm still waiting for emails.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for. Because at the moment, I'm the same as you. Money's money. I think I've got another month left, and then I'm absolutely screwed.
Same as me. I am literally at screwed point now, hence the sale last week. I am at that screwed point. The problem is for me to go onto the craft store, I have to pay.
Yeah, it's not free.
I have to pay, and it's not free. And, you know, as much as I'd love to go back into the studio and all of that, I can't do it. You know, I can't do it. There's no possible way I can do it. So, you know, what I am saying to people is when you see me, obviously, you know, remember me for your sewing groups, for talks, for workshops, you know, for availability, for things like that. You know, I would love to do retreats and things, but I'm just not in a position at the moment to be able to fund it myself. And, you know, but I'll get there.
We'll work on it. We can do this.
Yeah.
We could do a weekend. I don't know how we would manage this because both of us are skinned, but we could work this out. There are 59 of you watching at the moment, and there's also a few watching on Instagram as well.
Let us know. You know.
Yeah, like, that's what I was about to say. Now, what we've got. I know this is going to tick over the hour, but I'll go just this once as it's you. In the chat group now. Drop us a yes or a no. Let's say, let's pull some figures out of my head. for £480. Okay, I know it's £480 because I've just done something else. For a weekend away in a 4-star hotel, would you be up for it? 2 days of non-stop sewing.
It is the most beautiful hotel.
Let us know now in the chat. There'd be 30 places is what there would be. There'd be 30 places. Would you come to a retreat with Sash? Would you do it sometime later on in the year? Let me know in the chat now. Just type yes. That's all I need to know. And then we can get this going. I can ask for details next week. Sash, anything else you want to put?
I'm not even eating that much anymore, so I'm not even going to be eating a lot. So I could literally.
Oh, there'd be a 3-course meal included as well. You get a 3-course meal on the Saturday night.
I'll be happy with just pudding.
I'll do you a few numbers if that's what you want. If I was living in England, yeah, it has to. You have to live in England. You sort of have to live in the Great Britain. Like people, you can fly over. More than welcome to. It's a stunning hotel. It's right by Birmingham Airport. I'll do you a few numbers. We'll have a little Q&A. Me and Sash will be there. We'll probably rope somebody else in to do it as well. Let us know in the comments now, and we'll keep an eye on the comments. And we'll see what we'll go. Instagram, because I don't want to feel like I'm leaving you out as well. Let Art Today says, I remember waiting for that bus in Australia. It was great fun, the bus.
I tell you what, you get a group of people out there that have fund me and Adam coming out, and we will be there, won't we, Adam?
Well, this is the thing. It is. I spoke to Lisa Chandler last week, or last Sunday, week today. And she wants people out there to do classes. I was like, you leave that with me. I'll also depends if you can get there by train. You can. It's right by Birmingham Airport, and then
Australia.
No, depends if you can get there by train. Sorry, I'm not putting comments on the screen. To retreat for you. Yeah, you can get there by train.
Oh.
You get there by train and a taxi. It's easy done. Trust me. What else have they said on Instagram? Sorry to hear how badly you were both treated. Loved you both together. Booked me a ticket on that bus. There we go. All right, so we're doing all right with
We are.
3, 4, 5, 6 so far. Okay.
Keep messaging in. Maybe we just do the bus trip, and we can start off on the bus trip. I'll come and stay at your house. We'll do the bus trip.
Yeah, you can come and stay at mine. We could do an online workshop.
So that's the other thing. So I've got all these weird things like everywhere and things and cameras coming in and over that I've got my friend sorting out for me. So
see, this is what we come back to, Nikki. This is what we're saying. You should put on a bus trip. This is what we're saying. It's easily done. I could do it tonight and I could set it all up this evening and it would be done and sorted. But it's if people come on. If 2 or 3 come on, that's amazing. But 2 and 3 don't cover the cost of the hotel. And now we're getting closer to wedding season. To look at a hotel is ridiculous money. Like we're talking thousands of pounds. And then Sasha has to get kits together and stuff like this, but it's doable. We can do this. This is something we can look into. Sasha, we're going to have a part 2.
Can we have a part 2? Because I got all my new bits as well to show you next time. So
well, what are you doing? What you doing? I don't want to put you on the spot, but what are you doing Thursday?
Nothing.
And it's earlier. It's 7:30.
Yeah, I can come on Thursday. I won't. I'll come on for sort of 20 minutes. I'll do literally my new samples, my new bits and pieces, and then leave you to do your giveaway.
Let's do that then. We'll keep it shorter on Thursday, and we should go early. I'll send you another link. Well, let's do it then. We'll give away tickets. We'll have Sasha. We'll look at Sasha's bits. That'll get the people in.
Page I'm going to start.
Gets the money in.
Actually, start a whole, with tweets.
Well, you could. I can put you full screen. Here we go. You can have your own screen. Look, here we are. Look,
me Tweety and me bugs. Ow.
Wow. Yes, you could. Remember, the things you need to learn are www.sashasews.com. Everything is on there for you. Go and have a look. And
TikTok.
Are you on the tick of the talk?
I'm on TikTok, and I have just been given by TikTok, which is amazing, the ability to go live. There are certain people that you can put in, and they see a potential and they offer. You normally have to have 1,000 followers.
I know. I've only just got there to go live.
No, I have only got 160 odd followers, and I am now going live. It is amazing. So please send me a like on TikTok as well as Instagram. And
what are you on TikTok?
Facebook. Sasha Sews.
Not 123.
I can never remember. No, I am at Sasha Sews.
Oh, there you are. Oh, I follow you. This is what you're looking for, people. Let's turn that light off. You might be able to see it better. Oh, no, you can't. There's a glare. That's what you're going for. Oh, there she is. A little cheeky face. That's what you're looking at. Sasha Sews going live. Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll have to collab together, have a little battle. Get the likes in on the... It scares me, TikTok lives. Scares me.
I don't understand the whole battling thing. If I got to, like, put a helmet on and
I don't know. And then you have to give roses, and I'm on it, but I don't understand it.
No, I don't. But we'll get there. We'll do some TikTok workshops together.
We could do it. Right then, I'm going to read these comments, and then I'll let you go, and I'll read the comments. Unless you want to stay while I read comments. Do you want to stay?
I can stay.
Okay, you can stay. I'll read some comments. Online workshops are great. Just done one with Ali Reeves. Bless Ali. She's gone through a lot this week. Online is a great idea. Got to go. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Good night to you both. No, Adam, we will not look at Sasha's bits. I'm not telling you have to. It's up to you, to be honest. Lovely catch up. Start an OnlyFans. Look, people are on it already.
I mean,
that's what. Do you know that's what OnlyFans was set up for crafting?
Was it?
It was a set up for a crafting platform, and it turned into for people to subscribe to people for crafters, and so you could join a group, and then it turned into what it's in now.
So what, did they start showing their feet and stuff?
I think so. Yeah, like hands and stuff. You know how people get weird about hands.
Oh, it's the feet thing, though. I mean, I don't particularly want to get me trotters out at the best of the time, but
yeah, but if it brings me a tenner in, I will.
I was going to say, I mean,
if I have to set up double cameras for this, I will. Foot cam in the corner, I can make that happen. Brilliant evening, thank you so much. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Very sparkly slippers.
Well, you have, you see.
The only thing is, I get a bit of toe fluff from them, but they might like that.
People will like that. Just followed you on TikTok. There you go. Look.
Yay.
Lovely catch up with you, Sasha. Thank you, Adam, as always. Good night. God bless. Take care, everyone. Ed's on. Look. I can lend you a tenner. 49% APR.
Oh, really? That's what I'm getting off at the moment. That's not very good. Sorry, Ed.
Sorry, Ed.
Can I send you a picture instead?
I've already tried. I sent him one in my suit the other day and he didn't like it. He just called me a Windowsman salesman, which gave me a proper complex. He said, I don't want to buy Windows. I was just on the way to an interview. Of all the things to say. I was literally just leaving the house. Sasha's gone. Where's Sasha gone? Oh, there she is. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sash. It is a pleasure, as always. I will see you on Thursday.
Definitely.
Thursday is when I'll see you. And we'll talk all new stuff. The music and continues to go. I will see you Thursday. Love you and leave you. Thanks, Sash. Love. I'll speak to you soon.
Thank you.
Love you. Bye. Oh, she's amazing. Go and check out Sasha Sews 123 is the best thing to look for. Don't go anywhere, Sash, and we can chat in a minute once I press end live. As the music's playing, you know what's left to say. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are. Someone out there will always love you. They really, really will. I will see you Thursday, 7:30. 2 pairs of tickets to give away. And we'll also talk about retreats. And we'll also talk about if this is too much. Do I need to knock it down to 1 live a week on a Thursday or a Sunday? We will talk then. From myself, Adam, good night. God bless. And thank you all for watching. You don't know, genuinely, how much it means to me. Good night.